All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are on the charts. It is Monday, and the market has opened. We have an official full day of the market open, so we're going to go and look and see. And as you can see, this is one I'm going to keep an eye on. This is AUD-NZD. I'm really not a typical fan of it, but the setup doesn't look too bad on the 4-hour and the daily. So this is definitely one I'm going to keep my eye on, and we already see some softening here. We see a potential double top right here on this one with a lower high. It's just a matter of whether this lower high will remain or whether we'll push up further to create a full high. Sorry about the noise. It's raining outside, which is much needed. It's been hot. So anyway, before we get into that, I wanted to go over the news events. We're going to go through each one of these charts, but I want to go to news events and also to showcase some of the work that my team has been doing for the copycat. This is Miss Jenny. So for those who are either trading in the futures live sessions with her, or you're receiving trade alerts through the copycat, this is some performance numbers. So you can see last week was amazing, 188 points, 1,800 pips. And you can basically just follow along and see what's been going on since February. So it hasn't had a losing month. The ROI, here's the full return on your investment. So, that's wonderful right there. And then also I wanted to show the oil and silver as well. And, you can see the numbers. I apologize. I had already deleted the, because we already started trading for this week for the Forex market. And so I had, unfortunately, had deleted those numbers, but you can see the totals from last week in the thumbnail. But oil and silver, this was from last week, and you can see that we're still punching through, rocking and rolling and kicking butt and stuff like that. So oil and silver has been on fire. We did win a trade on gold this morning. I haven't traded gold a lot personally because gold is emotional and it's flowing with the war. And so we did win a quick, nice little win this morning. But again, oil and silver, which is primarily done by Dr. Paisley, Dr. Elvis, as you know him. So just knocking it out the park. And for the other numbers, again, guys, you can look in the thumbnail and you'll see it. So just want to showcase that they are doing a phenomenal job. This is what you're getting when you join the copycat service. So amazing, amazing, amazing. As far as news, we do have Tuesday, which is tomorrow, ADP coming out with their numbers and durable goods. It's not typically going to move the market astronomically, but during that time, during that window of trading time, you probably see some volatility. And same thing with the FOMC minutes. And then on Friday, you have core inflation, which is going to be a huge one. So just stay away from the markets during that particular time. All right. Moving forward, which, by the way, also, guys, as we're going through this, I'll let you know if I see anything juicy. We'll see. A lot of you guys did join the new service for the EasyMT5, EasyMT5.com, which include trading view indicators and all MT4 indicators and MT5. Well, the MT4 deal is over, but the MT5s and the trading view indicators is amazing. We do have a new trading system coming out later on this week. It should be this week. If not, it'll be next week. And it'll be uploaded into your back office. You'll receive an email when it's ready, and you can go in and just get to it. That's as simple as that. Just email, you'll receive the email saying, hey, it's ready, and it's in your back office. It doesn't cost anything extra. So if you want that membership, go into E as in Echo, Z as in Zebra, MT5.com. Let's get to the charts. Here we go. So AUD, USD, I don't really like it. It did do a bounce off of the bottom here. You can see it's still hanging out in a cluster here. Then it broke out of this little cluster and dropped and bounced back and did a short little temporary pullback. So we're just not sure. The war is really interfering. See all this, if this is an uptrend overall, but see how choppy everything is. Chop, 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 chop. Chop, 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 chop. That's what's going on. And what we were hoping for this weekend is that Iran and the U.S. would be able to come to a deal and end this war permanently. But as of right now, I have not heard anything about it. Coming to an agreement to end the war. So if not, then, it's said that the war is going to continue and they're going to be hellfire to pay and all that kind of stuff. So we'll see. So that's why the markets are choppy if you're trying to trade on your own. This is why a lot of people come to us. They say, hey, you just trade the account. I'm tired of looking at these charts. and not winning, and I want wins. I want this and that. Okay, and again, we can't promise wins, but of course we do our best. And as you can see in the thumbnail, for the last several months, we've been really rocking and rolling. So we did have a trend line break right here on the 4-hour time frame. This is AUDJPY. It was in the downtrend, and then on the 4-hour time frame, we got a buy arrow off of Simplicity, but you also had this candle here. So it looks like it may come back up, and if it does, it has significant amount of room to run from here all the way up to fill this gapped up space right here. So it's just a matter of whether this is just a temporary little flash or whether, as you can see, it's going to sell back off. So we're going to keep our eye on that one. And if it's doing that one, it's going to pretty much do the same for all the rest, because they all end in JPY. And so they typically do the same thing that you can see here. Okay, cat Swiss, let's take a look at that. Chop, chop, chop. See, just a chop fest. Chop, 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 chop. You're going to get chopped up in there. So if you're new to trading, stay away from it, okay? Anytime you see chop, 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 that means drop, drop, drop. Stay up out of there. Stay up out of there, okay? Don't go in it. You're going to get your head smacked around, all right? Next, this one here, nothing there. I don't see anything yet. And guys, here's what happens a lot of times when the markets are like this. You may not find a whole lot of different trades just yet, okay? This one looks good for a buy trade, in my personal opinion, because I'm seeing it create lower highs, you know, right here. So this is a high, this was a low, then here was a high, low, here's one, and I'm just drawing a trend line connecting these. Pull back, shoot up, and then we have another pullback, so we have another high, higher low, right here. And if you're new, what is a higher low? That means it created a low spot, and then it went up, pulled back, and now this low point is higher than this one, which this low point is higher than this one. See, here's the low, then here's a went up, went pulled, what they call a pullback, and then it landed, but when it stopped and started going back up again, see, this is a low. So as you can see, this low point is higher than that one. So that's what they call higher lows. So here it went up, did a pullback, and see this low point is higher than this one. So it's constantly creating higher lows. So me personally, I would look for longs on this one. Long means buy. I'm looking for buys on that one, but it's the end of the day, so I want to wait and see if it does another pullback first to give me a better opportunity. This one I do believe is going to push back up at least to this level right here. So not enough meat on the bone for me on EG. No, not for me. All right, that one is gone. That one, now this was another one. This one has the potential to go long right here. It looks like it's going to do a temporary pullback, but this consolidation, for me, I love consolidations. Why? Because consolidations equals what? I've been saying this for the longest, continuations. Longs, longs, longs. So, but again, this one here, it has went up quite high, so I'm not hopping in it right now. This sell-off may happen because it has ran up from its low point from here to here to its highest point, 673 points, pips, 673 pips. So it could do a pullback. I'll wait and see on that one. That's a wait and see. That one's ugly. That one is already, see this pullback that it's doing? That's what may happen on this one. Get that pullback, okay? So we see it stabilizing here. This may be a good one for long on GA. Matter of fact, let me make some notes to myself. So GA for longs, that would be a nice one. Okay. Okay, I'm making notes for myself. I don't tell you when I'm entering. That's for the copycat members. But I am telling you what I got my eye on. And therefore, you know, that's that. That one may go long again. But again, it's chop, chop, chop. It's super sideways. So, excuse me, not a big fan of it. Okay, so I see GU is trying to create that double bottom kind of thing on this one, 4 hour. So this one might be good for long, to go long on that one as well. So GU looks like it'll be okay. Not a bad one. Not a baddie, but I'm not a bad one at all either. See, chop, 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 chop. Stay away. Nope, don't like it. Nope, I don't like it. Now, I see this one has created a strong double bottom. So I do see that. But again, guys, here's what the problem with it. The wartime markets is causing so much chop, 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 until it's kind of like, oh, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a fan of a lot of things. I only found 3 of them so far that I like. The rest of them, not a fan. I think I need to take me a nap. Okay, so I do like this double top that we got on UCAT on the 4 hour, but see, it looks like it got room to play on the daily. So this is one that I would have to say, hey, I'll be keeping my eye open on it, but not in a hurry to hop into it. Okay, but that's what I do see. That one does have potential. And UJ, I think this is going to push back up further, so I don't want to touch that one yet. Yeah, that one may push back up and retest the stop. So I don't like it for a reversal, but I do like that it is doing this consolidation pattern right here. And as I said, consolidations equals what? Continuation. So where is it going? The overall trend is heading up. So this could consolidate in a little zone package, in a little zone defense. If you're into sports, doing a little zone defense right there. Okay, consolidating, push. If it breaks out of here, it's going to break out of here one way or the other. It's just, will it break down or break up? My money is on breaking up and continuing. Okay, all right. So that's that, guys. That's the end of this video. And again, if you're interested in the copycat, the live trading with Miss Jenny in the futures market, or my trade alerts for the Asian session, that's under futrix.com. If you want the copycat services, under supereasycopycat.com. And again, if you want to have all the access to all the new trading systems and all that stuff from TradingView and so forth that I've been mentioning over the last couple of times, then that's in Easy Pips. Let me rephrase that. That's in easymt5.com. All the links are in the thumbnail already, so just take your pick, and we'll see you on the inside. Thank you, family.